Imagine sitting across from the head of Google AI, asking him what the world looks like in 12 months. Most CEOs would give you a vague answer about faster processors or smarter chatbots, but Demis Hassabis did not do that. He laid out a roadmap that stretches far beyond a chat box. He sketched a world where AI stops being a website you visit and starts behaving like the invisible infrastructure of your daily life. Here is the reality check. For the last 2 years, we have been obsessed with large language models. But according to Google's new Masterplan, that era is ending. The next 12 months are about something called multimodal convergence. This means the model does not just read text. It sees what you see. It hears what you hear. And for the first time, it is preparing to act on it. But here's the part nobody expected. The goal isn't just a better assistant. By 2026, Google is aiming for the Omnimodel. This is a single AI stack that spans 6 different realities at once: text, images, video, audio, 3D environments. And the big one, robotics. Instead of stitching together different programs, they are building one brain that natively speaks all these languages at the same time. Let me show you why this matters. Look at their new image system, internally called Nano Banana Pro. It does not just paint pretty pictures. It acts like a visual analyst. You can ask it to generate a complex infographic, and it will self-correct. It checks the data, realizes a label is overlapping a bar chart, and moves it. It iterates on its own output without you saying a word. This changes who gets hired next, because Google is positioning Gemini as a universal assistant that runs on everything: phones, laptops, glasses, and cars. The idea is that you delegate an entire task, like planning a vacation or debugging a codebase. And the agent handles the tools, watches the screen, and clicks the buttons until the job is done. But the biggest leap is happening away from the keyboard. Google calls it Gemini Robotics 1.5. In the demo, a robot arm looks at a table of fruit. It does not run a pre-written script. It visually parses the table, reasons about color matching, and explains its moves verbally while it sorts the objects. It is thinking aloud. And here is the strategic twist. Google knows they are behind on hardware. Tesla and Boston Dynamics have better robots. So Google is not trying to build the body. They're building the brain. Their model controls an Aloha arm, a mobile base, and a humanoid, all using the same neural weights. They want to be the operating system for every robot on Earth. By 2026, this moves into your home. We are talking about reliable manipulation of cluttered scenes. Not a staged demo table, but your messy kitchen. The goal is multi-hour workflows. Tell the house to clean the kitchen and load the dishwasher, and the system figures out the thousands of micro steps required to make that happen. Now let's look at the screen, because this is where the competition heats up. Google's video model Veo is going head-to-head with OpenAI's Sora, but Hassabis says the edge isn't cinematic tricks, it's reasoning. Veo can read a script, understand the narrative logic, and generate video that maintains continuity. It understands the story, not just the pixels. This leads to something called Gemini Live. Imagine pointing your phone at a car engine. You don't know what you're doing, but the AI sees the oil cap, identifies the filter, and guides you step by step in real time. It is low latency, speech-to-speech, and visually aware. It's the death of the user manual. Which brings us to the real stakes: privacy and data. A humanoid in a public space, or a phone that watches your engine repair, is a mobile sensor network. It has eyes, ears, and context-aware reasoning. We are building a world where the internet can see you back, and we don't have the social rules for that yet. Finally, Google is pushing Genie 3. These are world models. They don't just make a video. They create a playable simulation. You type Cyberpunk Alley, and it builds a 3D world with physics that you can walk around in. This isn't just for gaming. This is how robots will learn to survive in our world without breaking things. By practicing in the simulation first. So the question isn't, can they do it? They already are. The question is, who wins the interface? Whoever ships a reliable Omnimodel first doesn't just win search. They own the layer between you and physical reality. That is the prize Google is chasing by 2026. If you want to know how this affects your job specifically, I'm doing a deep dive on the economic impact next week. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss it. And tell me in the comments, would you trust a robot with your car repair? I'll see you in the next one.